So we have finally arrived, and it's been a few days that we are trying to adjust to the time difference. So we've been super jet lag. Like we have spurts where we're like, okay, let's get up and go do stuff, and then other moments we're just like, I'm going to bed, I'm going to go to sleep. But anyway, so we wanted to do a video of our house. Come on, babe, because I want to make sure that I'm giving this information right. Because let me tell y'all, someone reached out. I've been connecting with people here already, and she had asked me if we lived in Velsac. And I was just like, oh yeah, we live in Velsac, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And we live in Netzaberg, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, my husband's like, no, babe. I work in Velsac. He works in Velsac. We live in Graf, and we live in Netzaberg community. Netzaberg community. See, y'all, I just don't mind me that. So yeah, did you get that? So we live in Graf, and our community is Netzaberg. And so yeah, let's just get to the showing of the house. It's a lot more. Well, I thought it's a lot more than I had expected. So, but we're thankful for that. And let's get going on the first level. So as soon as you walk in, this is the way right here. It's kind of like a mudroom, entryway, whatnot. We have our shoes here. We're just utilizing what we brought with us with our household goods. Our unaccompanied. So then you come over here to the right, and it's a half bathroom, which we obviously haven't done much to it yet. I'm loving the windows because they open and close different ways, which I'm pretty sure you guys have already watched an abundance of videos on what those are about. Then you come in through here. To the left is going to be the kitchen. So yeah, it's pretty standard. The only thing is I'm not really sure if we're going to keep this door here or if we're going to take it off and put it in, store it downstairs. So it's a smaller refrigerator, guys. I got to be honest with you. However, it's just helps us keep in mind the groceries that we need to kind of limit on getting. You don't want to think that we can just store a lot. And so this is what we're working with for right now. Okay, just to get an idea of what you can be working with and start, getting a picture of what your groceries is going to look like. Also, some of these have this pantry thing right here. Some come with shelves and others don't, like this one. But it did come with this thing right here. We're still uncertain what we're going to do with that. I believe that some people use trash cans in here, or they use it as a food pantry, whatever you can make of it. Then we have like other food space or shelves or whatever. Just again, this is just to give you an idea of what you're working with and what it's gonna look like. Then we have some drawers down here, more cabinet space, more of that. Up here, which is really cool, has a little storage area up there for maybe overstock kitchen appliances. We just decided to use these two shelves as our pantry for now. And then some other ones. A quick tip that we like to do every time we move into someplace new, especially because we're renting, is putting these liners in the drawers, okay? Because it just helps them keep them clean, and whenever you are ready to move out, you just roll them up and toss them if you want, and you don't have to worry about it being damaged or anything like that. The stove, this one, they're all going to be different types. So this is obviously what it looks like, glass top stove. And the kitchen is really, if you can see my husband and being in the kitchen and how much space we really don't have a lot of, but you're gonna make the best of it. I always tell him that we're both not gonna be able to be in the kitchen together. then you have some of these right here. We're still trying to figure out what we're gonna do. Our household goods isn't here yet, and so we're just kind of making the best of it. This is where our vitamins and stuff will go. That right there, another drawer. You have this right here. Yeah, this right here. Now the thing with the kitchen is that these sinks are small, okay? But what I've just been using is this right here to make my soap water with, if you're one to wash dishes by hand. And then you have the dishwasher, which, guys, it's not that big. So what I use my dishwasher for is a dish rack, because this is supposed to be a dish rack, but I don't know, I just can't seem to get used to that yet. But yeah, it's kind of small, so that's why I just use it as a dish rack. I have used it a couple of times, just because, but I don't see myself using it as much. So the counter space is not a whole lot. Let's see. And this right here is one of my favorites. Is the window opens up very wide. You see how that goes right there? Okay, so there's another way that the windows can open. Let's move that out of the way. And I'm sure, again, that you can see an abundance of videos showing you about this window trick thing. So if you pull up, then this opens up halfway, like that. Okay, and then you close it, then it opens up all the way. And then to close it and lock and keep it closed down that way. And this right here is for these metal blinds, okay? I love them, because I was not planning on getting curtains or anything like that, because the curtains are a little different here. I'm sure it'll come to me what to do with the windows. But in the meantime, to close the blinds, you pull and go up. So, and as you can see, it being closed right here, you can still have some light in there in your kitchen. I love this too. Some light. I'm a big fan of that. So I was already going to plan on purchasing some when we got here, but we don't need to because there's some here. Okay, of course, other videos are showing you the plugs. You will have this light up there, but I, for some reason, either do the natural light or these lights right here. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it in the kitchen. And over here we have like a closet, everyday use that we're going to set up, where my husband's gonna have a bench right here and be able to take off his boots and stuff like that so he doesn't track them into the house. And this really cool cabinet thing. Okay, we're still trying to figure stuff out here. So yeah, we got here Wednesday, and our stuff was delivered. Our unaccompanied was delivered Thursday. So we've been having some time to put things away. Okay, and so this is the dining area. Now, just to confirm, since we have gotten here, we got confirmation that the government loaner is here for only 90 days, okay? Because there was kind of conflicting information about that. Some were saying, no, you can keep it the whole time you're here. Others were like, no, it's only for 90 days. So we just got here. Again, some of these videos were made back in 2018. So things may have already changed. So we will be looking for a new dining room table. And so again, the windows are pretty awesome. A living room is a nice space, at least that I can enjoy. So this is what it'll look like, and for now, until our living room furniture gets here. And then the outside, you see, this is what I really, really like. Babe, can you show them to open that thing up? So you have a lot of privacy. Or you can just open it all up with these lines here. You can get curtains if your house is already coming with those curtain rails on the top. Or you can just keep it like this. Okay? And this, yeah, so these are the kind of curtain rods that are here, which is not rods, but they're a rail, it looks like, which I'm not in a hurry to try to figure out or get into. But this is our backyard. A lot of the backyards will be different sizes. This is perfect for us because we just have one little guy here and he can run around freely and I can still keep an eye on him. The other house that we were at had a huge backyard, but this is really good. The view, I will never get bored or tired of seeing the same view. So yeah. Let's start downstairs. So when you walk, again, when you're walking in, you're gonna have two different landings, I guess I wanna say. I don't know. But anyway, so this is downstairs to the basement. You guys, I thought that these stairs were gonna be like, oh my goodness. But they're actually not that bad. Okay, I have a torn meniscus, or I had a torn meniscus and still recovering from that. And I'm able to get up and down those stairs with no problem. But this is the laundry room, which is really, really spacious, and I love. They are coming with standard washer and dryers already, and this sink right here, which I'm just loving. Like, I'm not gonna hate doing laundry anymore because of the space. And this right here is probably what we're gonna use for our overstock stuff as soon as the shelves come in. Okay, and then you have this now you can actually utilize or turn this into another bedroom if you need to. Just keeping in mind that that's the only window in here. Okay, it is huge, guys. It's a really nice space. And all of the entire house is going to be coming with these furnace. Because again, no, there is no central heat and no central air. Okay, but so far so good. We're not having really much of an issue. This is what it's going to look like right here. You can utilize this space into whatever you want. I can see a future prayer corner for myself, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so again, these stairs aren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. I have no issues going up and down with this bum knee. Like, you can't really tell that you're going up and down stairs like the other house that we had. And so we're gonna go up to, I don't know, the basement, the main level, and then this floor right here. So over here is Angelo's room, which we're super excited that he finally gets his own room. Let's turn around. So there's the door. This right here. So it already came with the government furniture. And so we just separated that because we were definitely going to be, he didn't need both of them. And the fact that we just brought twin size comforter and sheets. So there's that right there. Some clothes there. More clothes there. His backpack stuff. Again, this is just to show how you can use it. I don't know if I can reach up here. So there's that right there. And there's his view out here, which again, I don't think we'll ever get bored or tired of seeing this. It's a beautiful day. It's been gorgeous weather since we've been here. Now right across is our bedroom that we decided to go ahead and just use as a master because Angelo is the only child at home, and we still not feeling comfortable with him being on a floor level by himself. But this is only a full-size mattress. From what I hear, people can use their king size. Here we don't have one, but kudos to the ones that do. I've been wanting one, but whatever. And this is our view from outside. So as you can see, I can still see Angelo from up here. I'll never get tired of this view, ever, ever. Okay, and so there's a closet. Okay, I'm gonna explain why I have my stuff in this closet, because this is just to show what you're working with. That's why I have it somewhat organized here. This is everything that I own. I don't have any other stuff coming in, other clothes or anything like that. I can't reach up here. Let me see, maybe. Oh, I can. Some more shelves up there. Space up there. And then we have our bathroom here. So this is my side. That's going to end up being Angelo's side. And again, I'll explain why in a little bit. But we have this mat right here that is folded in this way awkwardly because when we close the door, it gets all crunched up and get caught up in the door. And yeah, the shower, huge tub, which Angelo is going to enjoy using. He just hasn't used it yet. So this right here is the space that you're gonna have to store your things, or we actually brought this with our unaccompanied, and what I am glad that we did, because there's not a whole lot to work with. I'm gonna show you what medicine cabinet space you're gonna be making use of. See, it's gonna be that much. It's not too bad, but you can definitely make it work and have space for everything. It looks like same size on this side. So there's that right there. See? Okay. Now going upstairs. This is supposed to be the master bedroom, and we are gonna probably just be turning it into a sitting room, but I wanted to show this first too. Okay, this right here is a storage space that we're gonna be using for our luggage. There's that right there. And then this is the master bedroom. It is way smaller than the 2 bedrooms downstairs. Like, this is it. See, and so David is going to be using these closets here for his stuff. As you can see, all that would have not fit downstairs because he still he has his military stuff, and then he has his casual wear that he's not using that he'll be using while he's not in uniform. See, he's already taking up a lot more space. And he'll also be using this bathroom when he gets up in the morning, because he gets up before us, way earlier than us, and so this will be his space. But I'm excited to make this into a sitting room because check out this view. Isn't that amazing? It's like my favorite part of the house. So standing from the window and just getting a full view of the room. As you can see, it is not, I don't think it's big enough for a master room. Oh, and up there, I forgot to tell you guys that there is an attic up there that you can stand up in and walk around comfortably, but it is, it's an attic, so we're not gonna have problems of going up and down the attic to store things. But yeah, so coming out, let's go back downstairs. So I don't know if this would be considered like the fourth floor. But, yeah, like I said, these stairs are not as bad as I thought they were. But if you get here and your stairs don't have these carpet things, you may need to get them because they are a little slippery though. All right, so we're just gonna share our experience of our journey over here. We have not posted any videos on YouTube because we got on the road to leave Rock Island when end of June, 1st of July. And we decided that we're going to stop in San Antonio for a month and visit with our friends and family there. And then our flight was scheduled to leave August 2nd. So from San Antonio, we took a flight to Baltimore. And then from Baltimore, we went to Germany. We came to Germany, right?
Then we got on the Patriot Express. That took a while. It took about 2 hours to check in there. When we got there, Patriot Express, you have to take all your luggage off your plane. The one that we got from San Antonio there, took off all the luggage, waiting line at Patriot Express to check in there. Just as long as you have your documents, you know, your orders and your leave form and all the picture IDs, passports, then you should be easy, smooth check-in. If you have pets, it's going to be a way different process with pets.
That we really don't want to touch into because we just didn't bring any pets. So the one thing I will mention is that when you're at Patriot Express, they're going to take your orders. And I'm not really sure for what reason, but they're going to take your orders. So make sure that you have enough copies of your orders with you because when you land in Ramstein, they're going to ask you for your orders again. So just bring some extra copies.
Then another good thing, I checked the AMC Mobility website. So they updated where you don't need a negative COVID test to go to Germany. It just applies to Germany. Other countries they fly out still have COVID testing requirements. But Germany lifted their restrictions. That's very good to know. And then got on the flight there. There's also a USO downstairs from the Patriot Express area. Not too very close by. They actually have free rolling carts that we should have gotten before we paid $6 for ours, or $6 for two. But they have free luggage carts. And then you can. We have a lot of services down there. Little free snacks, drinks. You can hang out there until your flight takes off. And then you have to go back through security. When you get on your Patriot Express flight, you have to go back through security with your carry-ons. And then, just like a normal flight, you just wait till they get ready to board. And then you get on and...
Yeah. Our experience in that waiting process is just, hey, you're going to get flustered. You're going to get frustrated. It's a long wait. Be overly prepared. What I mean by that is like have plenty of snacks. If you're traveling with your kids, it's going to be a wait, okay? And we decided, or it just ended up happening that way, in which I'm glad it did. When Patriot Express is ready to start boarding, they will call members with their families, with their children, to board first. I got frustrated and I was just like, oh my gosh. But it worked out for us to be the last family to board the plane with our little guy because it can just get really tight, loud, and we found our seats. We sat down. Everything was good. You bring your noise canceling headphones because they will issue you some of the headphones, right? The earbuds or whatever. Let me tell you. Depending on which plane you have, some of them are going to work and some of them aren't. So we were just kind of like, and you're not going to be able to use your wireless because there's no way to connect it. So it was a pretty old-fashioned plane, right? And yeah, so some screens did work, other screens didn't. It was just, luckily our son fell asleep fairly fast. I think we're like maybe taking off and he was excited, and then all of a sudden he was asleep. So that was good. The food is not going to be the best. So if you need to be eating because you get hangry, bring your own snacks on the plane because they're just
It's edible. It's basic food. Give you a drink,
he's being nice.
some snacks.
I'm just saying it was not good. But
And then after that, then you land in Ramstein. You have to just make sure you have your orders because they're gonna take one order at the Patriot Express, one of your orders, and so but you want to have another one when you get to Ramstein and your leave form and your passport's available just in your check-in because they're gonna check all that when you get off the plane at Ramstein. And then you get your luggage there. There's the waiting room, bunch of people. Get your luggage there, and then you go to another waiting room where you just kind of wait for your bus ride. So
yeah, so some areas they'll designate like this: people going to Graf over here, Graf and Vilseck over here, people going some other area over here. Some of the sponsors are ready to pick up their peoples there, and others you're having to wait for the bus.
yeah, it took about 2 hours to wait there to go to Graf. Yeah, if you're local within the area, the sponsors will pick you up from that. You're local to Ramstein and K-Town over there, and yeah, it took us supposed to be roughly a 5 hour bus ride, but we stopped in McDonald's for like 30 minutes.
Oh, speaking of the McDonald's there, just so you know, there's a kiosk there that you can use, and it is in English to order
You can switch it to English.
to order your own food, but be in for a treat. It is so delicious. Just wanted to say. I was thinking I'm making too much of it because we're in a different country and I'm just excited, but no, it is legit, seriously delicious. Okay, so just wanted to put that in.
And just a reminder, you can use your government travel card while you're at the airport at the Patriot Express at Baltimore. And then I would say at this McDonald's, could be iffy, but you should get per diem on the day you're flying out.
Okay, yeah.
And then we left around 1:30 Ramstein, and we get to Graf until I think around 8 o'clock that night. Could have been a little bit later. So it took a little long. There was some traffic along the way, and the bus driver had to detour because they had to switch out the bus drivers. And then we finally got the Graf, and our sponsors were there. Now, luckily, my sponsor had, I let him know ahead of time, make sure you do this, to how much luggage you have to see if he has enough space in his vehicle. So he brought another NCO to help out. So, which was good because when we got there, they don't really need the spouses to do anything. So they were able to take my wife and son to the house while I stayed there for about 20-minute brief. You have to go through, you get some paperwork. I didn't start processing until we got there Wednesday, so Friday was day one in processing. So we were off Thursday, which I set up for my unaccompanied baggage to arrive on Thursday while we're not doing anything. So that was very helpful.
It was it was a blessing for her to bring us to the house and wait for David to get here, but she did stop at the shopette that's open 24 hours. It's open 24 hours. Okay, just
it's open till midnight.
Oh, it's open till midnight. Sorry, it's open till midnight. When you get there, if you have a sponsor that's going to be kind enough to take you there before they bring you home, because that whole process changed, right? What is it now? What is it called now? Plan to Pello or something like that.
Yeah, that could change when you get here too.
Yeah. So for meantime, they can bring you straight to the house. So she stopped at the shopette there. I was able to get a few things. And if you're going from there to here, the few things that you want to pick up at that shopette is toilet paper for sure. A little bit of groceries, like maybe a little bit of cereal or whatever. And they do have, if you're getting here in the evening, they do have a hot corner, which is has the hot pizzas and all of that stuff that you can have for dinner that night, because it's going to be a ride, and the last thing you want to think about is trying to cook dinner, but the next morning you'll already have at least your milk and cereal and bread or whatever. So just a little FYI in there when you stop at the shop at what to expect and what's there. That's pretty much it on there. Then the next day our stuff came, and then we were able to go to our sponsor was able to pick us up in the afternoon, and we did some grocery shopping at the commissary, which we will probably never do again. It was a pretty expensive grocery bill. Luckily that we had already budgeted for, but it was just like, okay, even the sponsor told us, hey, you want to go grocery shopping on the economy side? That's what they're called. Economy side, okay, because it is pretty pricey, especially with the produce. So yeah. Other than that, since we've been here, I think it's been going well. Of course, you know about the whole jet lag thing. The weather, keep in mind, we're here in August already. The weather has been amazing. I think we had like maybe one hot day or maybe two, but I didn't really feel much of it. So with your household goods, with your unaccompanied, this is what you should keep in mind to bring. This is what you're going to need offhand. Fans. Okay, you're going to need your fans. Go ahead and put that in the unaccompanied, which you can do. A little bit of dishes. It'll save you the expense of getting paper plates and stuff. So
yeah, possible.
Sorry, our kid is big enough now to climb fences. But anyhow, since we've been walking around, we take evening walks after dinner, and the people that we've encountered so far are really nice. Easy to approach and say hello to. Our neighbors are nice, and they're getting ready to leave. And of course, our neighbors over here are getting ready to leave sometime during the holidays. And so, so far, so good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we haven't really ventured out to eat food yet. My husband is thinking about renting a car until our POV gets here. So you want to share with them what you were told of renting the car?
Yeah, you can technically you can rent a car. You don't have your German user license. You're technically a tourist for the first 30 days you're here, so you can rent a car because you're a tourist. We did do some research here because there's a place, on post is a little more expensive. They're saying some of the rental car places get a VAT form. The VAT form, learn about that because you'll save money on a rental car. And then I'm gonna look at this place off post. This called Auto Service Hoffman. But he just charges €100 a week for your car, which is really good. It might be a stick shift though. It might not be the most fanciest thing out there, but that's a pretty good deal for renting a car. But then they said bring your VAT form to save on the taxes, so you won't be paying as much. So looking into that, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Can the spouse rent a vehicle also when they first get here, even though they don't have their German license yet?
Yes, because they're a tourist. They're still
Okay.
a tourist. They'll not have a U.S. driver's license.
Oh, okay.
For
Well,
the
that's
first
good to know,
30 days.
ladies. We can get our own vehicle and be all like, see you later. We're fixing to go for a little bit.
But that's something you want to plan and budget for, because you're not getting reimbursed for your car rental, so it's gonna come out of your own pocket. So our vehicle isn't expected to be here until the end of this month. So I don't need my sponsor to keep driving us around. Or there is also a free bus service that you want to take, but the bus, for processing, the bus won't get me there in time in the morning. So, but then again, I want to do some other things, around. So just keep that in mind. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys.
Thanks for tuning in with us. We can't wait to share some of our adventures. It's going to be a little while before we can do that, again, because of the whole no POV yet. So stay tuned.